Oh, 3 hours of sleep. Oh, you recognize this face. You've seen this hideous face before. You've done this too. You got into a game late at night, end up going to bed 4 o'clock in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Montoya. Welcome back. After making a video yesterday saying how I will not be playing Far Cry 5 because Far Cry 3 was boring and tedious, last night I caved and I played Far Cry 5 till 4 in the morning. I managed to sneak into bed. Bonus points, yeah? I managed to sneak into bed without waking up the wife. You married guys know what I'm talking about. You know those very, very super secret stealth skills you learn to sneak into bed late at night without touching the blanket at all and just getting in there without waking up the wife. I did it. I pulled it off. She didn't even know I came to bed at 4 in the morning, which is great. So why was I up? Well, Far Cry 5, I lied. I take it all back. Everything I said about not playing Far Cry 5, I'm eating my words right now. Admiral Nolan, subscriber, friend of the channel, gave me a donation. I went and I bought the game. But the reason why I bought the game was I was actually planning to do a video about a article from Polygon right here, where the game critic, who was at Ben Coutura, who is the senior editor, opinion piece writer, gave Far Cry 5 a score of 6.5. All right, that is not really good, but it's not really bad either. Now, a lot of people are saying, what the F, Polygon? How could you give them such a bad score? Look, I love making fun of game critics as much as the next guy, but you gotta understand the industry here. First of all, if Polygon comes out and says, 8.5, wonderful game, everyone goes, yeah, whatever. We'll pass along, we'll move to the next one. But when they say 6.5, and here's our problem, everyone will go and read what the problem is, as I did. I was sitting down last night, I was going to make a video about this Polygon game critic, giving them a bad score. But as I'm reading through this, I said, you know what, I can't really give you an opinion until I actually play the game. And thankfully, the donation came through. I said, fine, I'm downloading the game, I'm just going to play the opening 5-10 minutes so I can get a feel for it, and then I'll keep on writing my script for my video. Yeah, that plan failed gloriously. The opening sequence, I should have known. You know what? Far Cry 3, same thing. The opening sequence in Far Cry 3, same story. You skydiving, your friends, I won't tell the story if you haven't played Far Cry 3. It's a great opening sequence. It draws you in. Far Cry 5, same thing. As the game's starting up, I'm going, oh, this is good. You know, you're going to the church, they're singing Amazing Grace. Reminds me of my days back in school. I went to school in South Africa. School in South Africa, public school back in those days, was the same as Catholic school. And I haven't sung any good hymns in hymn practice for a long, long time. So, yeah, it brought back good memories. But then they made it spooky. I'm not going to ruin the story for you. But opening sequence was really good. It drew me in. There's a point where they drop you in a certain point and you kind of running around blind. Not blind, you can't see, but blind so you don't know where to go. I was on edge. I was on the edge of my seat going, I have to know what happens next. And one thing led to another. Next thing I know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've had that kind of experience in a game. So bravo, Ubisoft Montreal. You managed to make me stay up till 4 in the morning. It is quite a feat. So far, 4 hours in, I have nothing but praise. But just to quickly touch on the initial story I was going to do about Polygon. Now, if you read the article, and I'll link it below, it seems the biggest criticism is essentially that Ubisoft did not take the opportunity to pass on any meaningful lessons. I agree and don't agree. I agree in the sense that gaming, now that it's become bigger than Hollywood, has, let's say, a social responsibility to perhaps, I don't say shape opinions, but give opinions or tell stories. The critique I get here from Ben Coutura is it's a missed opportunity to not tell a story about right-wing extremism maybe, or not touch on the political issues in America right now. That's what I'm getting from it. I partially agree, but at the same time, it is just a game. There are a couple of things in here which I thought were kind of strange. Where is this quote about drug users? 1 second. All right, here we are. There's this drug in the game called Bliss, and some of the NPCs take this drug. It dehumanizes the characters, so you feel like you're gunning down zombies. Yeah, I think it was a nice way to go about it, but this kind of struck me as strange why the author would say this. However, the game totally fails to recognize the horror of shooting American drug addicts while the nation deals with a very real ongoing opioid crisis. What? Yeah, I was as confused as you when I read the first time. However, the game totally fails to recognize the horror of shooting American drug addicts. So if there were Chinese drug addicts, would it be different? If there were Russian drug addicts, would it be different? While the nation deals with an ongoing opioid crisis. I don't see the connection there. I don't think it's Ubisoft Montreal's place to try and make us feel terrible about the opioid crisis. A lot of people play a game to get away from real life, to get away from the news. It's an escape from reality. Don't make me break into song again, like I did in my other video. But that's what it is. This is escape from reality. So maybe we don't want to worry about the opioid crisis right now. I know a lot of people have been touched by it. I know people personally that have been touched by it. So it is not something I'm simply brushing off. But at the same time, I don't think that Ubisoft should be wasting their time trying to make us feel bad about it during a game we're trying to have fun with at 4 o'clock in the morning. So I found that strange. But overall, I do like this article. I do like where he's coming from. But when it comes to opinion pieces, you know, perfect example. Just last week, my father watched Thor Ragnarok. Now, I loved Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was great. An action comedy was hilarious. My father watched it. Didn't like it. You know, I was speaking to him, go, Dad, so what do you think? Was it good? Nope. Stupid movie. Hated it. Hated the movie. The thing is, everyone has their own opinions. Everyone feels they want the game or they want a movie to be something. And when it's not, they complain. So in this case, Ben Kuchera expected the game to take advantage or take control of the situation that they are in, where they can tell a story and maybe bring light to certain issues. Instead, they didn't do it, so he kind of gave them the lowest score for that. I can respect that. I don't agree with it. And that is that. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me know, you guys who are playing Far Cry 5, how are you finding it so far? Does it get repetitive later on? Because I'm still finding it very exciting. I want to know. Also, guys, I'm growing this channel, really trying to get it going big, trying to get 10,000 subscribers. We're at 7,800 right now, I think. So please, thumbs up, pass this video along to friends. It really helps me grow. And I will see you in the next video. Love you.